Good afternoon, class. So today we're looking at 11.76. Exercise 11.6 is on page 382. Okay, just follow that the answer at the back is correct. Okay. Right, so here we are told that the savings account is opened with the initial deposit of 7,000. Definitely timeline. You all agree with that? So stop me if you're confused about something. Okay. A savings account is opened with an initial deposit of 7,000. So 7k. 3 years later, a second deposit of 3,500 is made. So where is that? At T? Why are you saying 2? It says 3 years later. T3, a second. I think that 2 is making you confused. Of 3,500 rand is added to the savings account. The interest rate is 8% per annum compounded quarterly for the first 2 years. 8% compounded quarterly for the first 2 years. So I must make T2 here. The interest rate is 8% per annum compounded quarterly for the first 2 years. And then it increases to 9% per annum compounded monthly for the remaining period. Calculate the total accumulated amount in the account at the end of 5 years. Right, you see how easy is it, people? Once you can set up the timeline, then it makes your life so much easier. Okay, so where do we start? Formula. A is equal to P into 1 plus I to the exponent n. So we go. A total is going to give you. Can I take 7,000 to the end? No. Why not? Change the interest. So I'm going to top it there first and then to the end. You see that, people? So it's going to be 7,000 rand into 1 plus 0.08 over 4 to the exponent 4 times 2. And then that becomes your principal at this point. Then it's going to be 1 plus 0.09 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 3 years. You all agree with that? Then what do we do? You're adding 3,502 to the end. This plus 3,500 into 1 plus 0.09 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 2. So let's go. 7,000 into 1 plus 0.08 over 4 to the exponent, whoops, over 4 to the exponent 8 times 1 plus 0.09 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 3, which is 36, plus 3,500, open brackets, 1 plus 0.09 over 12 to the exponent 24. Check if that's right. 14,920 rand and 45. Any confusion there? No? Let's go with number 2. 3, sorry. Here we are told that 14,000 rand is deposited into an account. And 3 years later, 8,000 rand is withdrawn. Okay, so here again, timeline. All of these questions will deal with timeline. Okay. So 14,000 rand is deposited into a savings account. 3 years later, 8,000 rand is withdrawn. So it's minus 8k, 8,000. You all agree with that? The interest paid on the money on the account is 5.5% per annum compound quarterly for the first 2 years. Why it's 2 and 3? There's something wrong with this guy. The previous question was also 2 and 3. The other one tried to. But anyway, he probably likes 2s. Right. The interest paid on the money is 5.5% per annum compounded annually. So it's 1 over 1. for the first 2 years, and then the interest rate decreases to 4% per annum, compounded monthly. Calculate the balance in the account at the end of 6 years. Where do we start, people? Formula. A total is going to be P into 1 plus I to the exponent in. Can I take 14,000 Rand to the end? No. Must stop at T2. Why? Because the interest rate changes. A total is going to be 14,000 Rand into 1 plus 0,055 over 1. Makes no difference. The exponent 1 times 2. Not so? And then we can take that to the end. So it's into 1 plus 0,04 over 12 to the exponent 12 times. And how many years is it from T2 to T6? 4 years. Then what happens? You're minusing 8,000 Rand from the account. So it's 8,000 into 1 plus 0,04 over 12 to the exponent. 12 times 3 years. Right, so that gives us 14,000 into 1 plus 0.055 to the exponent 2 into 1 plus 0.04 over 12 to the exponent 48 minus 8,000 into 1 plus 0,04 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 3 or 36. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
It's 9,263 Rand and 2 cents. Okay. You guys understand? Right. Let's go to number 5. Number 5, we are told that Mr. Ngoni, is that right? I'm getting better at this, no? Ngoni makes 3 equal deposits of 25,000 Rand into a savings account. So T0 starts off with 25,000 Rand. The first deposit is made when you open. What's going on now? The first deposit is made when he opens the account. The second and third deposit are made after 3 and 6 years respectively. So the next one is going to be at T3 and then at T6. Calculate the accumulated amount in the savings account at the end of 8 years. That takes you to T8. So here's going to be plus 25k plus 25,000. The interest rate is 8.5% per annum compounded quarterly for the first 5 years. So 8.5% per annum compounded quarterly. And then 9.2% per annum compounded monthly for the last 3 years. Okay. So you must calculate how much money is in the account. Number 5. So when we start, people, formula. What's the formula? A total is going to be P into 1 plus I to the. So let's go. A total is going to give. Can I take that all the way to the end? No, I must pocket that T5. I must stop at T5. There's going to be 25,000 Rand into 1 plus 0,085 over 4 to the exponent 4 times. How many years is this for? 5 years. And then what happens? Takes it to the end. Not so? So it's 1 plus 0,092 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 3. Alright? Yes?
How come you don't take 25 to T5? T3 to T5.
Sorry?
But T3, sure.
Yeah.
How come you don't take that to T5? Like,
No. What I'm doing is I'm considering that 25,000 and only in the first part. Okay, now if you're going to go with that, now I'm going to take it in and then to the end. Why can't I go straight to the end? So that interest rate here is different to that interest rate. Does it make sense? Okay. So what's happening to that? I'm adding 25,000 rand to the account into 1 plus 0,085 over 4 to the exponent 4 times. And how many years is that for? 2 years. Times this interest factor here, which is 1 plus 0,092 over 12 to the exponent 12 times. Let's see, 3 plus 2 is 5. From T3 to T8 is 5 years. Can you see that? Now what happens? Now I'm going to take that 25,000 rand to the end. So it's plus 25,000 rand into 1 plus 0,092 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 2. We've got a lot that you must type in the calculator. I'm sure if I'm going to type this in, it's not going to have sufficient memory. So what am I going to do? Let's just simplify it a bit, okay? I'm going to punch that, another. Which one am I using the most? 0,092 over 12 plus 1. Can you see it's being used thrice, whereas that one is being used twice? Okay? So let's go. The program calculator, we say 1 plus 0,092 over 12. So that in yellow is my answer button. Well, the value of the answer. So let's go, it's going to be 25,000 into 1 plus 0,085 over 4 to the exponent 20 times answer to the exponent 36 plus 25,000 into 1 plus 0,085 over 4 to the exponent 8 times answer to the exponent 36. As 3 times 4 is 36. Plus 25,000 into 25 answer to the exponent. Then answer off, is that correct? Huh? No, it's going to give you 119,087 rand and 61 cents. Something like this could be worth quite a bit, probably like 8 marks or something. Okay, 2 of this. For those of you who never passed maths, here's your opportunity. No? 16 out of 50 people, 32%. Right, people, number 7. Is that the last one? Right, number 7. See, your homework would have just taken you 10 minutes. No less. Remember 5,000 is deposited into a savings account at the beginning of each year for 4 years. Probably a bonus is getting, no? So the 5,000 rand is deposited into a savings account at the beginning of each year for 4 years. So it's 5k plus T1 is plus 5,000, that's 2. T2 is 5,000, then T3 is 5. That is for 1, 2, 3, 4 years. You all agree with that? The interest paid on the savings is 10% per annum compounded monthly for the first 2 years. That's going to be 10% per annum compounded monthly. It then increased to 11.5% per annum compounded quarterly for the next 3 years. So that takes you to T5. Calculate the total amount of money accumulated in the savings account at the end of 5 years. Okay. Where do we start? Formula. A total is P into 1 plus I to the exponent. So let's go. A total. Should it be 5,000 rand into? Can I take us all the way to the end? No. Let's take it to T2. So 1 plus 0.1 over 12 to the exponent. 12 times 2. And then I can take it to the end with the interest factor of 1 plus 0,115 over 4 to the exponent 4 times 3. So that's the first 5,000. That's it. It's, second 5,000. Can I take it to the end? No. Let's first be top thing. There's plus 5,000 rand into 1 plus 0.1 over 12. The exponent 12 times 1 into. So that's the amount there. To the end now. 1 plus 0.115 over 4 to the exponent. 4 times 3. Yes. Sorry? The last part. Yeah. So I'm taking it from there to here. 1 here. Which is that there. Then that one. That was the principal there. Then I take it to the end. So it's going to be 1 over 4 to the exponent 4 times 3. Now, this here, can I take it straight to the end? Yes. So it's plus 5,000 into 1 plus 0.115 over 4 to the exponent 4 times 3. Right? And then the last one, I can take it to the end as well. So it's 5,000 into 1 plus 0.115 over 4 to the exponent 4 times. How many years this for? 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the calculator this here, as that is being repeated often. So it's going to be 1 plus 0.115 over 4. Again, if I'm going to type this in the calculator like it is, it wouldn't give me enough, it wouldn't have enough memory. So it's going to be 5,000 into 1 plus 0.1 over 12 to the exponent 24 times answer to the exponent 12 plus 5,000 into 1 plus 0.1 over 12 to the exponent 12 times answer to the exponent 12 plus 5,000. Whoops. Somebody check the answers along. The exponent 12 plus 5,000. Answer. Exponent. What's the answer? It's correct. 29,000. 633 rand and 72 cents. You all agree? You will enjoy the rest of your day. The full lesson can be found in the description box below.